Minimize. Yeah, there we go. We're there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Holochronicles. God, it's been a while. Finals are over, though. Thank God.
It's been 40 years.
God, I hope not. He's got a point. I don't look like $100, but if I look like this in my 60s, I am your GM for this evening, Odin. I typically play Dahlia over on our Saturday game, the Far and Wide campaign. I'm sorry, I'm just a little tired. And I'm going to let everyone else here introduce themselves, going down the line. Okay. The order of everyone. All right. Zim, Tindy, Bridge, Rykon. Zim.
My name is Jeff. Coming from the cave that is my new apartment, I'll be playing the role of bounty hunter Zim to Zim. Stream is brought to you by Oxygen. Savor it while it's there.
When we get time, I need to come visit you in your new apartment.
Yeah.
You do be.
Very nice. My name is Casey. I am playing Mediator Tindy when I am not an ex-Jedi consular. I am the host and producer of Anywhere But Now, a Doctor Who actual play podcast, and The Joy of GMing, an interview show where we talk with GMs and DMs, just like you.
Nice.
Oh, ah, hey, oh, ah.
Okay, the strange sounding droid. Yeah.
What? No.
Bridge.
Hi, I'm Micah. Here I am Bridge. Saturdays I'm Yordrick. Always. I think I'm okay.
I hope you
Probably not. I'm gonna be real honest, probably not. But it's not like I can do anything about it right now, so we're gonna move past that.
Okay.
You doing okay there, bud? It's like my audio dramas. Grimbus.
It just spiraled fast. We're recovering though. Yep. Look, someone had to say it. We just didn't know. No one wanted to be that guy. Yep. And as my favorite GM would say, GM would say, I am literally everyone else in the world. So we're gonna pick off with a quick recap. Yes. It's gonna be very difficult because it's been like a month. It's just called the Korean Spike. It's like it's a heavily modified ship from the Clone Wars.
Accurate.
They try to hold the line. Yeah, technically you haven't left yet. We left off. Yeah, no, you guys were just about to like leave. You're just about to hit the hyperdrive. All right. Yeah, sounds about right. What about happened? So take your permanent inspiration since it has been about a month. Remember, one-time use, but anytime you ever want. Yes, even health.
AJ, you're still streaming in Discord.
You are. It says you're live.
You just are. No, sorry.
All right. As you're given the farewell party of the now crew of the Korean Spike, they wish you well on your way as you guys get into your ship, calculate the coordinates, and I believe you all have decided to go on a side stop to Oshus. Now, Rykon, I can't remember. How good was your memory of Oshus? Was that the 15? Yeah. There's the temple on Oshus, but you do not know where that temple would be. So you'll have a little bit around. Yeah.
Skeptical face.
Now, you guys are right above the planet of Findar, going to Osis. So you guys got about a week of travel. If there's anything you guys want to do, practice new lightsaber forms, teach someone something, let me know now, because you get to do one roll for it. Form 6, I believe. No. Yep. It was Form 6.
Tindy replies, that depends. Would you like to improve your defense? Just clarifying, you have time to learn something, not teach something at the same week?
Yes.
Okay.
So this will start a clock, because 1 week is not enough time to learn such a thing as a lightsaber combat.
Fair.
For someone like Rykon, because he's somewhere in between a full force user and a lightsaber wielder, he can learn faster than you can, but you can learn force abilities way faster than he can. So if you want to, you can start learning Form 6, him rolling an intelligence check, and then you rolling, I would imagine, a dexterity check, because it's just how well you're doing. Oh, we could do wisdom. We'll do wisdom. All right. You need a 20 to roll wisdom. Yeah. Unfortunately, Form 6 is very different from Form 3, and it has been a couple years.
Yes, it has. Tindy is very rusty on picking up new saber styles. That may have been something they convinced themselves had a good reason not to fix in the past. And rolled a 6, so yeah, they didn't learn anything.
True. Yeah, you find it very difficult because Form 6 requires both the offensive and the ability to cast or use a force ability at the same time. It's very fast-paced compared to what you're used to with Form 3, a very slow and methodic fighting style.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. That's what they're doing. Do Bridge or Zim want to learn anything? You have the HoloNet, so you can do stuff like look up information. You can do stuff like try to learn new languages, new skills.
Okay. I have. You go first.
Sure, I can try and do some internet searching for a tool proficiency.
All right.
Probably look up what proficiencies there are.
All right. Tool proficiencies. Pretty much you would look up for like depending on what you want to work on. You want to work on blasters, light weapons, droids, armor. or like, I think Tinkers is stuff like jetpacks and stuff.
He's looking
yeah,
up
I can go
YouTube
with, like-
tutorial videos.
Pretty much, you pretty much are looking up YouTube tutorial video step by step, which means I will roll a flat d20, and then you will have to learn. You'll have to roll a wisdom to learn it.
Can I reset
Okay,
our
I'll
shield
do
points on the
a.
mace?
Yes,
do
the
a
shield points will go all the way back up.
I'll do Tinker's implements.
Tinker's implements. All
Yep.
right. I'm gonna roll a straight d20. It's a basic YouTube video. Hey guys, this is how you start your tinkering concept. What you want to do here is you want to lay out your tools, and then we'll cut to you trying to learn.
So, wisdom, you said?
Straight wisdom.
Oh, the chances are literally 50-50. Damn it.
Unfortunately, no, as the YouTube video is it's a little different. It has a bunch of ads on it, so you're like, you get into it, and then it takes you out of it, and you're like, oh, damn it. You have to restart.
I know. Where the hell was I? God damn.
Yeah. A lot of it's
How
like
did you get to
imperial
this
propaganda
part?
as well. It's really annoying. Bridge, what were you doing?
So I have this here speed rocket, and I also have this here damage rocket.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm so scared to imagine what you're going to say right now.
I was gonna ask, is there a way I could study them to either learn how to make them or improve them? Because I do have my own little room/workshop area over there.
That you do.
So I'm wondering, like, relatively safely, can I
Fiddle with it?
yeah, fiddle with it, see what's inside of it, see if I can put more inside of it, or maybe know how to make them if I want to make more later.
Okay. I am going to say you're going to have to probably look up some videos on Gadgeteers implements. This is what you would need to make stuff like explosives and no explosives. Is that a different one?
There is demolitions kit.
Enhanced to disarm explosives. Those are okay. So demolitions kit, that's more like D4 planet explosive. These are like missile ammo explosives. I would say Gadgeteers or demolitions. It's up to Bridge. Either could do it.
Notably, I have Tinker's, Astrotech, and Chef Kit, Chef Proficiency. Those are the ones I already have, so...
I don't think any of those would really work.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
Gadgeteers also, I take it back, Tinkers is not jetpacks, that is Gadgeteers, so that is what you would want to be learning, if anything, Zim.
Yeah,
Alright, so
another
if
option
you...
would have been like arms techs, because that's blasters and vibro weapons.
Yeah. If you both are trying to learn Gadgeteers, I could say that if you want, you could both just be studying together, in which case I will allow another roll at advantage.
From me or from him?
Either or. Whoever's leading this study group.
And it's using wisdom instead of intelligence?
Yes.
And I'll try.
I mean, it's up to you two who does it. It's a high DC right now because you are trying to roll from just a regular video and not a master's at it.
I have a 2 to... I have a 0 to wisdom.
I got a 1.
Sounds like Bridge, you want to lead the study group then.
Ah.
You got about a 10% chance to
I
start
just
learning.
roll in with a diploma hat on, roll out a chalkboard. Now you see, we're gonna start here at the basics. 1, 2, 3, 7.
You don't know how it happens, but at the end of the study sessions, you're both just sitting in opposite corners with the dunce hat on.
Wait, where'd we get these from?
You stop though after 5 minutes and go, wait a minute. Who put us in this?
Apparently these dunce hats came from came with the ship.
Just put them on there, like they'll need these. Ithorians, they like to play around. But
Well, that didn't go as planned.
as all the studying attempts take place, you eventually arrive to the planet of Osis. Say again?
Could I do one thing that isn't necessarily study?
Hmm.
Could I just, like, periodically... Who am I echoing off of? Hello?
I think AJ, but it's because he doesn't wear a headset.
Oh. You're fine, man. You're fine.
You're good.
Periodically throughout the week, can I just be, like, keeping an eye on whatever form of news cycle there is to see, like, what is being said about what we just did?
Oh, so you want to check the news about it?
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
necessarily looking for it directly,
Yeah.
but more checking the headlines to see what part of this is getting covered up, if anything.
You see a few things in the headlines of the news. It takes a couple days before anything's found out.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't reveal much of what happens. Clearly, the Empire's trying to keep this hush hush as much as they can, but it does seem to be that it states that something has gone wrong over the planet of Findar, but the Empire is taking care of it. Theorists believe, or crazy theorists or whatever, suspect rebel involvement, but Empire claims no such thing has happened.
Okay, so it is, like, really trying to be covered up then.
Yeah, they don't want to admit they just lost a massive ship.
Reasonable.
So, but nothing in the news about you guys, definitely.
Good.
Yeah, no, they did not post on the space Twitter.
Quick, what is a very common bird? What is that in Star Wars? No, what was that thing they really advertised in plushie form for the newer movies? The
Orcs?
Yeah. Yeah, what noise does that make? Quick, someone post it on... That's horrifying.
It is a little cute. Anyways, you arrive eventually on the outskirts of the planet of Osis. As you kind of peer out the window, you can see the semi-yellow, dullish gray colors of the planet.
Bridge just looking through a window. Rather cheery place, isn't it?
Definitely a
I'm a
different look.
hoot.
Yeah, it's a very different look, though, than Ithor or anywhere else you have been to as of recent. As you descend into the planet, you start to see that the landscape is very hilly. Lots of mountains and hills kind of make up this planet. As I need you all to tell me, how do you think you will plan to figure out where stuff is?
Yeah, I was gonna follow the Force as well.
That's
I was
very
just gonna
possible.
look out the window.
Alright. So if... Bridge, I would imagine you're piloting at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm guessing I can't do any kind of scans while I'm piloting.
No, just give me a quick pilot check
Really?
just to see, because they are, massive mountain ranges, and there's a bit of fog, so it's not a hard check.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing. Turns back to the front, goes through one fog cloud, ends up into a mountain.
Campaign over. Just... So all I'm gonna say, you needed a 5. You're really good at piloting, which is what saves you. I didn't know that he. I didn't know that he had a 6 in it. So yeah.
Oh dear goodness.
Yep. So there's a close moment though, where you come through a fog cloud and you nearly hit the side of a mountain as the ship shoots up.
I just
Luckily, the
imagine
gravity
these two are
field on board keeps you all, you know, not. Yes, alive.
these two are over here just meditating, and suddenly they're sideways.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just ow.
No.
You do hear a small scraping sound. I'm gonna need a perception check from Zim, and I am going to need. You can either do it as individuals or one of you at advantage. A wisdom and or charisma check from Rykon and or Tindy.
10.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration now, so that we can move the story forward with actually finding what we're looking for. I thought you just said everybody still has their. Oh,
Zim,
well,
sorry,
never mind.
Rykon has it because he was able to do the recap.
Gotcha.
1T will get you there though. Yeah, Rykon, as you kind of feel out into the forest, you know more of what you're trying to look for than probably anyone else here on the ship. You know there's a temple, and you have a foggy idea of where the Jedi would have put it. And as you kind of meditate into the Force, you can feel the direction as you kind of communicate it towards Bridge. As Bridge, you've gone with the Rykon enough, know that these directions are most likely correct. As you yeah.
Start turning one way, he gets a smile on his face. Start turning the other way, he starts scowling. There we go.
Say Rykon. You wouldn't know this though. The feel of this planet is not like Ithor. Where Ithor was bathed in light, Osha seems a bit more balanced. More still leaning on the light side, but not near as much as Ithor was. As you all kind of continue flying for about another hour, you eventually break through the fog as you see up on these large mountaintops what seems to be a small village underneath this gigantic temple. Similar to the one actually on Ithor, this like Aztec-like temple. And below that, and below the town, you see this little section, like this large pillar that kind of goes up with landing platforms.
Is there any sort of frequency for like hailing to land?
There is no signal coming from this planet.
Do we see anybody moving around anywhere?
People can roll me a perception check if they want to.
Alright. Well,
13.
Okay.
We're doing great, guys.
18. Tindy, you do see something.
What does Tindy see through the fog?
On one of the landing platforms for ships, on the other side of the building, there does seem to be a smaller vessel that is already kind of docked there, and it looks like it hasn't moved in a little bit.
Do we recognize the make of the ship?
It looks like a typical one-person ship. Could be an X-wing or Y-wing. You can't really tell from that section, but it doesn't seem to be Imperial.
Okay. Yeah. Tindy relays that to the others and reflects on how the fog is obfuscating their senses of the Force right now. Thank you.
Alright. Do you choose to touch down the ship?
If everyone's fine with it, Bridge will go to land.
Alright. All right. You start to do the landing procedures of the ship. As I'm going to need a quick piloting check. As you get nearer, you see the rust on the side of these landing platforms.
Oh, fun.
They seem
scratch the
old
paint
and
job.
not maintained.
Oh, fun. Oh,
God.
fun!
That's a damn good argument. I will give you that. Like, he hasn't rolled anything, so yes, I will give you that, Tony. You're coming in pretty hot as Tony like pulls up on it and goes, whoa, 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 hey, careful. As just in time as you have a much safer landing. You hear a small and then it seems to settle.
That noise happened and Bridge just looks down. I don't like this.
There's a much larger ship landing on this than the small one that was there.
Whatever any of you do, don't get fatter while we're here.
But this ship does land, and it does seem to stay without falling.
I'm not sure if I am. I only have the one missile now.
As the ship lands here.
Oh no, that's big.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's bad. It's good again.
What is that from?
I don't.
The Simpsons. Treehouse of Horror.
It's not that big. Hang on. Yeah. Yep. As you're able to kind of get out, there seems to be around this area a set of stairs that seem to lead down to the ground. Now that you're on the ground, though, as you kind of look to the giant building that these platforms are connected to, it's very clear that this place is rusty, dirty, and long abandoned.
Bridge just kind of looks around. So, which one of you wants to yell out hello?
Is it? Zim just
Oh, I'm
yells
sorry,
and
I didn't
flies
see my
out.
hand raise. Exactly.
Zim just yells, "What's up?"
What's up?
Gosh darn it. Darn space brain cell.
As you scream, "What's up?" out into the distance, it seems to echo for a while. And suddenly, you swear you hear back what sounds like footsteps coming towards you.
Oh no.
As
What direction?
coming from the caves, it looks like.
Oh goody.
Bridge will take a
Here and
strategic
here.
position behind Zim.
Right. And suddenly, you see figures come out of these caves. There's about 6 of them. 3 from each. They all have these like long rifles. Except this one that I'm marking with green. You can see on his side, even from up there, the very clear hilt of a lightsaber.
Oh.
As he draws it and turns it on. And blue. You hear from them go, "Kakanda, Ysanna." None of you recognize this language.
Very slowly, Tindy is going to reach into a robe and produce their own lightsaber, and in as non-aggressively as possible, snap it on to show that they too have the weapon of a Force user, and then shut it off again.
You see that this
So
has
as
a very
not to think like we're threatening.
seems like a very startling thing to them. You see all of them kind of look at each other, surprised. As surprised as you can, as they're all wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly,
Looking around, okay, that's Earth, not branches. Okay. Is there any vegetation around us?
basic grass.
Okay.
There's not much growing up here. You're at a very high point.
Got you. I'm looking at Tindy's, or looking for, rather, Tindy's languages to see if there's anything they can...
It was not Agent Sith. Tindy, you would also be able to tell that was not Jedi.
Yeah.
Yep. They both did.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't seem to find the other languages that Tindy speaks, so they raise their empty hand and say, "Basic?" question mark.
They all kind of look at each other. As they... One of them, like, the one with the lightsaber kind of, like, holds up a hand towards you and, like, gives you a finger as if to say, "One moment."
Mm-hmm.
As he will go back into the cave, and about 5 minutes later, you see him emerge with what seems to be a Notolan woman. And if anyone needs to know what a... Yeah, I will post a picture in the chat real quick, just for anyone. Nope. You see pretty much someone who looks like that. Not exactly. They look more like they're in, like, this archaeologist outfit.
I just looked up a picture of Kit Fisto, and the first picture was him smiling. That was a horrible sight. Does this... You said they're dressed like an archaeologist. Do they seem well treated, I guess? Like, are there any visible wounds or anything? Or is it dirt or rough treatment or anything that we can tell?
No, you can tell as she's emerging from the cave, they seem to be having a conversation in the native language of these people.
Okay.
And she's gonna look up to you all and go, "So, what brings you all down to this neck of the woods, eh?"
Tindy says, "A search for answers and a glimpse of the bigger picture." Tindy raises a sleeve to show the tattoo of the tree from Ithor that they have visited, and says, "Our path has brought us here."
Huh.
That'd be a neat tattoo.
Alright, well, if you'd like, they said that preferably 2 of you could come down and I can translate. I'm gonna need a bit of answer than just these kind of cryptic riddles. Yeah, we got water. Great. I need it myself. You know, kind of gesture to herself. Yeah. Does.
Bridge will accompany Rykon just as the honors do it.
Don't you think it should be the other Force-sensitive person that should go
probably.
down?
Alright. Tindy and Rykon, you walk down to meet them. You can tell that, like, the rifles are still trained on you. Rykon, you notice they're more trained on you than they are Tindy. He goes, alright. So, what you want? And can we be helpful? And hopefully this will end peacefully, because I kind of want to get back to my studies.
Tindy smiles as helpfully as they can when he says that he's here for his studies, and says, "We are here to learn as well. We hope to glean what wisdom there is of the old ways here, and as peacefully as possible, of course."
Of the Jedi.
Once.
Oh, you were one. No, I meant like the temple here. You want to learn about them, but I mean, I guess if you were one, then yeah. They're a little concerned, I will say. Mainly of him. She points over to you, Rykon. They said you look like their boogeyman.
Tindy puts an arm on Rykon's arm just to show that there's no animosity between them, and say, he's fought by my side. I trust him at my side, and hopefully can extend that trust to you as well.
So he's not a Sith.
Tindy gives him a look. Well, how do you
he'll be right back, he said. He has pet stuff.
Gotcha. Tindy says, no, not Sith.
Alright.
If he were, we would not be side by side.
From what I've known and have studied, that I agree with. She will turn back to this large masked individual and start to relay this information. You can see that he starts pacing, thinking for a second, and goes, says something to her, and she kind of looks back to you all and goes, he wants to know what exactly you're here for, if it's the temple, the Eye of Ashlis, or anything else.
Does Tindy recognize the word Ayashlis?
Roll me a lore.
Okay. Hey, a 14.
14,
Not too
not
bad.
I mispronounced it. The Eye of Ashlanai, I believe. You know that this was once something that many Jedi came here to experience and view. It is believed to be something called a Force Nexus.
Oof. Yeah, Tindy raises an eyebrow and says, if we could experience what others have come here to do and bask in the eye of Ashlan, or however, forgive me for butchering it, we would very much appreciate being granted access temporarily.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They're kind of stingy about who they let in. You have no idea what I had to do to let them even let me be here.
A long journey begins with short steps. We wish to leave with nothing but memories.
Same. Typically, I'll have to ask them what they want, but typically they trade with technology. They don't communicate with the outside people of this, people who are on the planet. And they're very stingy. They want to protect, the ancestors' homes. So
we're not here to broadcast our actions or expose any of their secrets to others. This is a personal quest of enlightenment, not...
That's fine. They'll probably want something in return, something of trust. Give me one moment. They communicate again. She'll turn back to you and she goes, if you're willing to either A, part with your droid there, because they're very fascinated by droids, I'm not sure how sentient your droid is, so I know that can sometimes be, insulting to him.
Sentient enough to take offense to the request, I'm
Okay,
afraid.
so that one's not gonna work. You'll maybe
Can
have
I-
to go with Plan B then. Yeah, they're
Is Zen
shouting.
able to hear this
Okay.
conversation?
Yeah, you could all hear it. They're kind of shouting at each other from a distance.
Okay. I have a quick question, Broden.
Hmm.
So we can hear them. We heard the comment about Rykon looking like their boogeyman.
Yes.
Do their masks look like their images on the screen?
Yes.
Looking at their masks, like the, I guess, painting style and make of it, in any way does it make me think of the mask Rykon found and is currently wearing?
I would say that no. They do not look like the skeleton skull mask that Rykon currently is wearing.
Okay, so it doesn't look like any kind of relation. Okay.
No, it looks more tribal mask-like.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay. She kind of goes, alright. Option 2, they could use help, and I could use help, with a archaeological dig at another site.
Yes, that wouldn't be too bad.
And
Yeah.
they want your droid friend to just kind of let people kind of look at him. They don't have to touch him. They're fascinated by people like him. They don't get things like him. Honestly, if he came here alone, he may have been marveled at a gold at one point.
Tindy relaxes their body language as much as they can to seem as agreeable as possible, and says, "If you'll give me a moment, I'll be happy to discuss it with my comrades, but I think they'd be open to assisting with the archaeological dig. And as long as you have no intentions of keeping our droid, I suppose it
No
wouldn't
keeping of the
mind a little
droid.
attention."
They do demand, though, that whatever is in the site is theirs. Yeah.
Oh.
Your appearance,
How do
the
you
dark
like that?
cloaks, the mask, and the breather, it's very reminiscent to them. What you would probably imagine is the Sith. Whether Plagueis or anyone, they seem to have a deep fear of people who dress as such.
They're afraid of goths.
They're afraid of what apparently happened here. I would say with a lore of Natural 20, you would know that it is because of a Sith that this planet has kind of been wiped.
Broden. Could you type down that one relic thing? They mentioned like the Eye of Ocean Man or something.
Yeah, I can type it out.
Ocean Man, take me back.
This is one of the things that they are currently guarding.
Yeah. Tindy relays the offer to assist in an archaeological dig, and tells Bridge, sounding somewhat amused and like you are quite the person of interest, although they might mistake you for an item. They'd love a closer look, but I made them promise not to try to keep you.
So I heard.
All right.
Do we agree?
Okay, we
As
can.
long as none of them touch me, I think we'll be fine. They're not going to touch me. As you just see some things move around on him. Some of the compartments
Tindy-
just like adjust a bit.
Mm-hmm. Tindy says to their new friend, as long as they look with their eyes and not with their hands at my mechanical friend, I think we have an accord.
Oh, I can promise that the adults won't touch you, but I mean, maybe one of the two or the kids may want to like just poke you. They're very nice. They're very nice people.
Tindy says quietly as possible to Rykon, trust but verify. I'm listening.
Commander stomps down from the ship.
Just look at you like, what the heck, man?
She kind of looks back to the leader here, and he kind of gives a nod, like, all right, like, that's not a bad deal either. I mean, droid is droid. This thing will definitely inspire some of his people. Just looking at it.
He's eyed.
And you were kind of given the non-verbal thumbs up from the distance. All right. So we come to agreement.
Seems as we have.
All right. Well, if you'd like to come down, they have some food for you. If you're friends, they can have the kids look at the big scary droid, and we can discuss about what we're gonna go and do.
Bridge will kind of look inside the ship. You want to come get something to eat?
Me?
Yeah, Tony.
Oh, Tony?
Yeah.
They're not gonna kill us and eat us, right?
As far as we're concerned, no.
You don't see them wearing any bones, do you?
I mean, if they try, would you rather be alone on the ship or with us?
Point taken. Alright, I can use some grub. Yes, Tony will join you. No, actually.
Good.
As you kind of like go inside the caves and everything, they're very furnished caves. Like, they look very fleshed out. There even seems to be some basic furniture kind of sitting around as this woman kind of gestures you over to the fire.
We didn't get your name.
Ah, apologies. My name's Dolly Mana. Alright. You get out a piece of paper.
Gosh darn it.
Is that one word or two?
2. Dolly Mana.
Salutations, Dalimana. I am Mediator Tindy.
Salutations to you. They told me you had a lightsaber.
It seemed the apt greeting when they said hello with theirs.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it definitely... Typically, that would, be issue of a fight, but them seeing that you have a weapon of a Jedi, it makes them a bit more at ease.
That makes two of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, none of them are actually Jedi.
What
Then
are
they should be
they?
very careful with those
Oh, no,
instruments. They are not toys for the uninitiated.
They know what they are. I should probably explain what's going on here. Though from the look of your friend here, she points over to Rykon, you may have an idea of what happened on this planet. A long time ago, there was a cataclysm. Before that, this entire place was one of, if not the hotspot for all Jedi activity. But, they had enemies, particularly the Sith. And, well, let's just say, something called the Kron Supernova happened. It was created by a Sith Lord named Naga Shadow. He triggered the stars in the Kron cluster, you know, the stars around here. Made them go supernova. Wiped
How
out
did
the
he
majority of
accomplish that?
Jedi life on this planet. Pretty much wiped out everything. Everyone here is are descendants of those who survived.
He caused a star to go supernova?
That's what I said.
Well, no, it's more of Bridge being surprised by that idea.
No, yeah.
No, it's Bridge being like, he did what now?
Yeah? I don't know how they ever stopped a man like that.
Sheesh.
Anyways, wiped out the majority of the Jedi and life on the planet. Those who left kind of forgo the Jedi ways, obviously out of necessity to survive. And this is what their descendants became. She kind of gestures around the tomb, not the tomb, the room. They're called the Ysanna people.
Does
Tribal.
can Tindy do a perception or charisma check to see if they sense any force sensitives in the group?
Yeah.
That are.
So it's not a very difficult check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both can do it. 17. 16. You both would be able to kind of just feel around through the force. You can't get specifics at all, but you do get a sense of the force from nearly every individual in this cave.
Oh, that's neat.
Every person who walks by seems to have a presence of the force. It seems to be very strong in these people.
But they haven't trained at all. Yes.
Most of them, it seems not.
Okay.
Very few. I would say you. Okay, because it's also a force ability. You only get the sense of that the force comes from each one. You cannot tell if any of them are awoken to the force.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
How long have
I
you
also know
been-
that because you did that, you do not get any force presence besides, you know, typical humanoid force presence from Dalimana. She doesn't seem to be much in the force.
Okay.
How long have you been here exactly? Because that landing pad doesn't exactly seem up to code.
Oh, it's not. See? I made contact and friends about 3 months ago. Like I said, they're very good people. You just got to not piss them off.
I imagine
Well, we have
as
no
the-
intention of doing that, and they've made their rules very clear. So hopefully we won't come to cross purposes.
I just imagine as she's saying that there's a kid that's about to try to poke Bridge, and then he just quickly swivels and stares at the child.
Yeah, there is one kid who kind of like trying to slowly approach you as you turn. They kind of like scurry away laughing.
If he could squint.
But yeah, the planet's rich in history. I'm not surprised you all wanted to come here, but I'm surprised you did in this day and era. Gotta be
We
careful.
had nothing better to do.
Surviving's something. The Empire is not, doesn't, well, it often actually sends probe droids down to the surface. Don't worry about your ship though. They won't notice it. The people here have a way to hide the ships.
Is it the fog?
It's the fog.
I thought it was the fog.
Yeah.
I guess they were gonna put a couple branches on there.
They might do that too. You know, make it look like a tree. But The Empire scours the planet often, searching for, Jedi survivors who may want to return somewhere where there might be others.
Locking chirp noise.
But anyways, the excavation. We were gonna do it without you all, but with you here, extra hands and all. We were going to go to another section on this planet and explore a different ruin. Have you all ever heard of the Great Jedi Library?
Looks towards the two Force people.
Yes.
Yeah, you can roll something to lore to see if you've heard of it. Raikon just on point. Raikon here paid attention in history class. Tindy, do you want to see if you remember anything?
Sure, I can do a lore check.
15.
Yeah, like,
Alright.
Tindy has certainly heard of the Great Jedi Library and has not had the opportunity to visit firsthand, but like once upon a time when they were just starting out with the training, like they dreamed of the endless halls of references and secrets that could be learned.
Yeah.
Oh
you,
no.
You assume it already hasn't been. Raikon and Tindy, you're kind of able to fill in the group about the details about it, how this was a immense library created by the Jedi Order long time ago, like before even the era of the High Republic, and that this was kind of like the central grounds for all the information, and this is where many Jedi would go and kind of study and learn about the Force, and like also meditate at a place that Raikon, you would know that would be in there, called the Garden of Tala, which was a massive garden that kind of existed apparently inside the temple. It was believed that the Jedi by the name of the Neti Jedi Master Tala, upon her demise, planted herself in the soil, and many believed that she became this massive tree that was massively it was massively in tune with the Force, and it became a very popular meditation spot for Jedi on the planet. If the tree is still there, you don't know. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. That is about as much as they are able to tell you. They did say, though, that the only other thing that your companion can add in, Dolly mentions that the head of the Jedi Archive, that was the Great Library, at that time was a Jedi archivist by the name of Rona Melnau, who I'm going to put in chat.
Very much required.
They say that she was the last person to be in charge before the cataclysm struck.
How long ago, if it can be tracked, was the cataclysm?
Oh god. 5, maybe 6,000 years ago? No one's been there since. Either way, the thing that we're interested in isn't in the main library. What we're interested in is apparently, as I'm sure you know, Jedi don't keep all the knowledge out on open shelves.
No.
We want to find what is below the library. We think there is a vault there. What's left in it, we don't know. The Jedi, after, what left, came back, or survived, came back and removed all the information, or as much as they could, out of the library and moved it over to Coruscant, to the main temple there. But obviously, if they were in a hurry, they may have missed some stuff.
Yeah, Tindy is trying not to drool over the prospect that a holocron could be somewhere in that vault.
Like I said, though, whatever's in there is what they want. They are willing to give you other things in return, of course, depending on how rare the items are in there. They may even let you study them if you're, kind and let them keep it.
Absolutely. And Tindy says it sounds like our first order of business is actually getting in, which seems to be the place to start.
Yep. If there's anything besides holocrons that you guys want, I can mention it to them so they could prepare it for, when we get back. Who here is a Force user? She kind of looks around, pointing into you, Tindy, wondering if anyone else is, because she hasn't seen anything from Rykon. You can keep it, I suppose.
Sounds sinister saying that.
Well, it's Sith. Of course it's gonna sound Sith. Okay, not Sith. Huh.
Alright, you can try to hide it. 13. Okay. She's going to do...
Are you
her own
basically like
check,
suppressing
she
your
has-
force? Is that how that is?
The casual was like, Alright, give me a moment. Let me roll this.
Force casually.
She picks up on the whistling, and she kind of looks over to you, Rykon. Let me try something. Hey, and she'll like turn around to, you saw the giant man that was out there with a lightsaber earlier. She kind of talks to him, and you see him kind of look towards you, Rykon, as he kind of focuses. As suddenly he uses ability you guys don't know yet. Sense Force. Yep. Yeah. At this point, though, your 13 is you trying to hide it. And like let it kind of come from you. Naturally.
Release the power.
Yeah. Yeah, you let it go. He doesn't seem that fazed by it. He seems confident. You are, but also what you're able to do now is how much force you're able to emit. So it seems that he is fairly confident in force power. He can either match or beat you.
Of course, I have gun. I have
I wouldn't do that.
I have the guns.
Let's
Right.
not escalate things.
He is wondering if he could see both of your sabers if you have them. All right.
Tindy folds their arms and says, with respect, I've grown quite attached to it, and your comrade, nodding to the one over taking point besides by Dolly, says, already has one. I built it myself, if that's any help.
I should probably explain why. You see the big guy kind of reach behind, pull out his. He doesn't activate it, but he'll offer it to you to look.
In that case, as a gesture of good faith,
like, here, I'll let you see mine if you let me see yours. I'm not like forcing you out of your weapon.
Okay. In that case, getting close enough to actually, hand it to him instead of, try to force it over, Tindy will gingerly produce their lightsaber and offer it out in exchange for his.
All right. He hands you his, and he'll gently take yours. It seems very small in his hands, but he kind of like looks at it, turns it around, kind of nodding, and kind of looks back towards you, says something as Dolly kind of looks at you and goes, he says he's surprised. Yours is in really good shape. Beautiful, in fact. He hasn't seen one of these.
I've had reason to maintain it.
He kind of puts it down near you so that you can pick it back up. I'm assuming you look at his.
Yeah. Can I do an investigation check to see if I can glean anything from this?
Yeah. Oh. No, unfortunately, it looks old. Like the materials on it definitely seem really old. As he kind of puts out his hand out. Oh, one thing you do recognize though on this that you would see that you find a little weird. Up towards the hilt, there seems to be these little pieces that stick out and then back, like immediately up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, but it seems to be an add-on to the blade. What its purpose is, you don't know.
Okay. Yeah, Tindy hands back over the weapon and says, "This is a beautiful museum piece. Treat it well."
He starts speaking to you as Dolly translates, and she goes, he says that it was like one of his ancestors. They try to pass these down through the families, those that were still active. Those that weren't, though, they have a box of parts. They were going to offer you any if any of you needed to get actual lightsaber parts.
That does interest them. They'd certainly be interested in looking at a box of ancient lightsaber parts later on, but it doesn't seem like it's a priority to the current objective. There's always a little shop.
Kind of gives you a small gesture as you get told what you said, and he'll like offer you a mug of a drink, and then he kind of starts talking to Dolly, and she says back to you all, like, sounds like we'll be heading out here not too long. We can either take your ship over, or we could take some of their creatures.
Do your creatures have a harness for our astromech?
Kind of looks over to the astromech.
I imagine he's fending off children right now.
Yeah, just
back, little beasts.
Zim, one of the kids, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
22.
22.
Woo! You notice this set of kids, one of them is trying to distract you, but you can easily tell there's one that is slowly trying to reach for your hat.
All the way up here?
I imagine it's just a bunch of kids on each other's shoulders.
Well, I'd imagine you're all sitting at this fire, so you're all kind of like there. It's a medium-sized child for, a child.
Then we'll take his hat off and put it on the child.
The kids also
If
wear
we
these masks, but
If we are, in fact, surrounded by, an audience and a campfire,
Yep.
Tindy would offer to tell them of the first leg of their quest so they have an idea of how
Okay.
we behave around Force relics.
roll me a performance at advantage, as they're into the story. 18.
That's
bad.
an 18.
As you can tell, you have the entire tribe full attention as they're listening to your story, as they're you see some of them acting out, mostly the kids acting out certain parts, and they gasp as you mention this giant serpent and this talking tree. They all clap at the end, probably most of them who are not the warriors, assuming, oh, that's a cute story. And the larger gentleman, who at this point you guys have figured out is the village chief, pretty much, kind of just nods towards you of approval,
When in doubt, share a story.
He will raise a cup to you guys as it is translated over, as he says, well, to our archaeological dig, and hopefully to the pursuit of more knowledge and friends. As he will
Tindy returns the gesture.
take a large swig. As I would say, if anyone else has anything else they want to do, by the way, Zim, the kids are fucking ecstatic, and a lot of them seem to, you notice them kind of squaring up to each other as a Western draw, pretending they have these blasters, and then pretending to fire at each other.
Only the strong survive. Ooh-ha-ha.
But if anyone else has anything they want to do, ask, or see, speak now, or we're going to cut over to you guys leaving for the temple.
I have two things. One is for the situation, one is for another. She mentioned that they trade in just technology in general.
Yep.
Would they be willing to let Bridge look through the stuff they have after the job is done?
Roll me a quick persuasion just to see if they'll let you do it now, because they're not too concerned with that.
Okay. Persuasion, yeah, sure.
19.
Oh well, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
I guess.
They'll let you look through some of the stuff they have, the older technology and the newer stuff they've gotten.
Okay.
You're kind of led away into this side area deeper into the cave.
I'm mainly looking for stuff for either me, Commander Funky Town, or the ship in general. Anything that might just catch my eye as being, why is that all the way out here in the middle of nowhere?
All right. You do not. They open up this large door to this room. You see there's just this pile of technology in there. Some of it looking very old. Roll me an investigation check to see what you find.
17.
Not bad.
Respectable.
You start digging around in there. You see a couple of different things. Interestingly enough, you see what seems to be an undamaged, just turned off probe droid.
Oh.
An Imperial probe droid?
An Imperial probe droid.
I'm gonna write that down
Where
to
did
look
you
at
get
later.
that?
As of right now, it's only bridge.
Gotcha.
And it's turned off, it's not damaged.
Turned off completely. It looks like the only damage on it, it looks like something hit its side.
So there's a dent in the side.
There's a small dent with a small little scratch marks. You can kind of assume they probably just threw a rock at one day and it dropped and didn't break on impact, so they just kind of like, all right.
So this is in their like stash right now.
Yeah.
I will write that down to check later after the job is done. That'd be interesting to get a hold of.
To the side of that seems to be a half-made CP unit that is currently just kind of turned off in the corner, not doing anything. Yeah, simple protocol droid. But the main thing that I would say probably catches your eye is you see in the way back this much larger frame of a droid. It's not a model you've ever seen before, but it looks really nice and shiny.
So shiny frame, unknown model.
Yep. Looks old though.
If they don't mind me actually looking at it, can I like actually look to see if there's any sort of marks on it?
I would say roll me a lore check to see what you can glean from what this thing is and maybe when it was from.
Okay. Yeah, a 23.
23. You're confident that this is a droid back from the time of the Old Republic, during the Golden Age.
Oh.
It seems off, mostly put together, and just kind of idle. It looked like a primitive combat droid.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that all documented in case I think I want to check it later after the job is out, because that is interesting. The probe droids are those little floaty ones that are just like an eyeball with appendages down, right?
Yep, and a single blaster. Yep. Besides that, you mostly just see like these bow weapons that seem to be like technologically advanced to shoot lasers from them. Typically what they use. But that's all you see in there.
That is interesting, because the probe droid would probably have some parts on it that is just good for scans and whatnot. I'm not sure what I would get with. I mean, I'll probably mention it later, just not right at this moment to you. This is again because I don't know all of Star Wars lore. With the Old Republic, did they have like large leaps in technology, or was it a drop in technology between Old Republic and current stuff?
There was like a lapse of time where technology got way worse after the fall, and then started to pick back up again. So like this model could be on par with modern day technology, definitely.
Okay.
But it looks fancier.
Good to know. Good to know. But it definitely looks like a combat unit of some kind.
Yeah, it looks like it was meant to be a combat droid of some kind.
Interesting. That's it for bridge.
Alright.
The second thing I planned to ask was, have we corrected the... Come on, select the correct sheet. The fuel for the mace, because they were going to refuel us, so we'd go back to 30, right? And then what was it to get where we are right now?
It was a week, so for every day, I believe it is a use of the fuel. Or 2 uses. Because you were in 15... Yeah, 2 uses of the fuel every day. So...
Okay, so that's 14 taken out of the 30 then?
Yes.
Okay, so that puts it back at...
So you have to get better hyperdrives.
Yeah.
You have the lowest grade hyperdrive. Upgrade it, and you'll get places way faster.
We're gonna try.
Yep. Granted, you got it for free, though.
Indeed. We probably need to restock on rations before we leave out of this place, too. If we survive.
I'd say the last thing you guys notice before you probably leave is most of the things they give you to eat seem to be more like veggies. Very, very little meat.
I was about to say, do we notice really any animals, like any bass noise or birds or anything, just being outside?
You may notice like the occasional sound of a bird, but that's it. It's very quiet, very dead. Yeah.
Okay. I guess
they're
everything
everywhere.
kind of would have died when the suns went supernova, mostly,
Mhm.
wouldn't they have? Huh.
Nothing yet has been brought here to help it recover.
That does make sense, so...
Vegetation still is growing, but nothing here. No predators, no prey.
Okay. Interesting. That's it for me. That was just the things I wanted to check.
Anyone else have anything, or? All right. So let me ask you: are you taking your ship, or are you taking their bisons? Okay.
Yeah. Considering the clear cost of gas that we're aware of right now, it's probably better just to take their bison.
Yeah. You notice that these are probably the only creatures that they have, as they kind of load up. A lot of you having to like settle with another person. As you, Dolly, your group, Dolly, and two of the others, including the large Ysanna leader, kind of goes with you. As you all head out towards the Great Jedi Library. Luckily, you won't have to roll for anything, because there's nothing on this planet to get in your way. As you all, I would say about after a day's ride, eventually come across in the distance this massive stone structure. Very library-esque. Massive pillars kind of rising up to meet the ceilings. It seems to extend far back, far away and out. As Dolly kind of looks towards the group. Like, alright. There it is. Say we be there in about 10 minutes. If you ever want to look at anything inside, let us know. We're not really in a rush. However, I'd be careful using anything in there, considering it's probably ready to fall apart.
Bridget just locks the hatch to the rocket.
Yeah. Make sure that doesn't suddenly go off.
I mean, it might still suddenly go off, but...
In about 10 minutes' time, you reach the gates. You're able to enter. So I will put you to the map. South.
Would now be a good time to take a...
Yes, it would.
Break.
We will take our break. Take those back. Y'all have just entered it. The library. It is
From the
decrepit.
top or the bottom?
Bottom. I will move that character over. And you can fill in the last little slot. That works too. Right. You enter the library. You see the very much destroyed and decrepit bookshelves. The hollow books, no longer active, kind of scattered across the floor, along with smashed pottery. It's up to you where you all want to go, or see if you can investigate anything.
So they're just
Yeah,
wanting
Cindy's definitely
extra
going to
hands to
investigate
look
and take
around.
time to get it right, if they can.
I'm gonna go up the stairs.
So it looks like there's more rooms upstairs. This seems to be more of a general study area.
Gotcha. With a quite nice 23 in investigation, Tindy is going to be thinking about her old master, their old master, and the fact that he had a hidden compartment on his ship when they had to travel in unfriendly skies, and is going to be looking around for anything like a hidden catch, a release or something, because like if this is the surface damage, then hopefully something was protected, something was secreted away.
All right.
I would like to look for, let's just say, something I don't want them to find. The Jedi Code and their philosophy, anything to spread that. Yeah, that's gotta go.
Okay.
So let me pull up my things. I had OBS up.
What is everyone else looking for?
I roll a 19.
You're in a library, so you can really look up about anything you would maybe want to imagine.
Clearly we see books. Does it look like there's any way to access, like, does it seem they have any sort of digital space or anything?
It doesn't look like any of these are really digital. I mean, the books are digital themselves. You
Well,
could
yeah,
plug into one if you wanted.
Okay, I was thinking more like a system they had, like a catalog or whatnot, maybe.
No, it doesn't look. This looks like it was before the time where you could just throw it all up on a cloud.
Okay. If that is, dear goodness, this is a long area. Okay. If that is the case, just for the sake of sticking together, Bridge will go with Zim upstairs and see what he can help him with.
All right. We'll start then with Tindy and Rykon downstairs. Tindy, as you kind of scour about the place, looking for any secret compartments, you're fairly certain that there isn't any secret compartments in this section of the library at all.
Okay.
You're very positive about that. But as you are looking around, you do notice something on this book that would seem to be left open.
Sorry, which book?
Left up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Up towards that book, you see some pages kind of left open. It seems to be, on one side, the typical beginnings of what most Padawans will read, what the Jedi are supposed to be, the peacekeepers, and some of the stuff that the Jedi have done in the past to help keep peace. Kind of talking about their exploits. On the other side of the page, you see what seems to be the beginning instructions for a Force ability. That it's simple, but it is useful. It seems to be a Force ability to how to wall run. How to use the Force to help you guide you while on uncertain or uneven surfaces.
Yo, ninja stuff.
Interesting.
It looks decrepit, not complete, but you could probably, with time, fill out what you would need to do for this ability.
If Tindy can copy over the information with their data pad so that they can keep the promise of not taking anything that they said they wouldn't, I think they would definitely squirrel that away for later study.
Yeah, all right. Easy enough to do. It will take you a little bit of time, though.
Okay.
All right. Rykon, with a 19, I mean, yeah, there's quite a few things around here that have the old Jedi, dogma on it. Surprisingly, though, it's not like the modern day dogma, which is quite shocking. It's not about, just keeping the peace and, kneeling to whatever government's in charge. You actually find a book that is dated to around the time of this era. kind of noting how the Jedi's current relationship is with the galaxy. Noting through it, you realize that, well, I wouldn't say realize, you know that it seems that the Jedi at this point, when this was around and everything in here, had no connection to the galactic government. It seems to only talk about stuff like, you know, going out and helping people who are being like attacked by slavers and relief missions and stuff like that. Whatever this temple was, or the people that were in here, are not of the Jedi of today, or were of today.
Alright, it's not the politics that disgusts him, it's the
True,
shun one
but-
side of life. It's the no
Yeah.
emotions that disgusts him.
I would say that you see that it definitely has more of a leaning towards the light, but it is not as strict as it was nowadays with the dark.
Okay, I will not be rotting this paper with Necro
Yeah.
Touch then.
You know, the seems that the Jedi of the past were more open to the Force as a whole, not just so singular-minded. But you do know what they turned into, so. All right, Bridge, Rykon. Sorry, not Rykon. Bridge, Zim, what are you doing? I will do that until the day this is over.
Did we have an
Until
agreement?
the last sun burns out in the sky.
It's been a
Yep.
month. Didn't we have an agreement going on?
I don't remember.
Oh, every time you do, I get to
Zim,
make an attack.
Bridge. What are y'all looking for? Any information?
Is the second floor similar to this, where it's just sort of thrown apart library?
Wish I knew how to put you all individually on different floors, but I can just take you to the second floor. Real
I
quick.
can tell you how to do that.
You are on the bottom right section.
Thank you as much.
Not me and Tindy, right?
The room in the middle left, those are not. I don't have like a lot of materials to work with, so those are. They look like computer screens. They're not computer screens.
This part over,
Yes.
over here.
Fish tanks.
As you get to the second floor, you can see that these seem to be more study rooms, like individual rooms that are either for isolating yourself or devoted to a particular topic.
Are these just like emblems on the ground right there?
Yes, those are just the emblems of the Jedi, kind of on the ground.
He will just look around, see what he can find, and pocket it.
All right. Roll an investigation.
14.
14. Okay. Bridge, are you looking for anything?
Bridge is gonna specifically see if he can find any hidden compartments in these study rooms, like whether that be a room or just like an extra cabinet that happens to be undisturbed or something.
Okay.
Like he's specifically looking for places that were not really checked, I guess.
So, pretty much what Tindy was doing, but on the second floor.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an investigation. 14. 14.
Okay. I was about to say, how'd you predict that? But then I saw his was also 14.
Zim, what were you looking for again? It was,
Just anything of value that I can
any
pocket.
value. Pocket. I would say that you are able to find one item of value right here in the first room. This seems to be a book explaining the Mandalorian Wars. It looks newer though. Pretty much it explains of how the Mandalores fought against the Jedi and did really well against them. Like tactics that seem to get past the Jedi's force abilities and their tactics.
Just
Harry,
looking
this
into
you
it.
filthy casual.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just looking right into it. Buckshot, you say?
So- yeah, you get into things of buckshot, flamethrowers. Oh,
A knife.
it's like All right, and one of the pages you also see on there is like, all right, so like certain strength of jetpacks can seemingly resist force abilities like force pull and stuff if it's strong enough resistance. So yeah,
You will pocket this and make sure no one else sees it.
all right. Bridge, you don't really find any hidden compartments here. This wasn't really a place to hide stuff. But as you get into this room, you do realize, by the way, middle left, yes. This seems to be a star map room with like a bunch of different routes across the galaxy. Some of you actually haven't seen before. And on one of them, halfway corrupted, you can't really make out the finer details. It seems to be a route between Oshus and a planet called Tython.
Yep.
What is Tython? In just
You would have to roll a lore to know
Okay.
for me to tell you anything about Tython.
Make sure you say above game or in game, because I can tell you all the above game stuff.
I was more meaning like above game. Why is that important?
It's essentially one of the original homes of the Jedi. It's one of like the 3 planets that are the light planets.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well,
so
we'll see
much
if Bridge recognizes that information or not then.
Like, you know the old Jedi Academy games?
No.
Well, in it, your character is known as the hero of Tython.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what Bridge recognizes of it.
13. You would know that it is speculated to be the original homeworld of the Jedi. Whether it is, up for debate by most historians.
Okay.
It is also a planet that you know typically is nearly impossible to find unless you know.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, Bridge will... I have data, don't I? I have...
It seems to be a semi-corrupted data, so it's not a complete map, but it does seem to allude to that there is a way to Tython from Oshus.
Am I able to copy it over onto a code cylinder, or is this just information that I have in general now?
Be more information you have in general right now.
Okay. Well,
So
Bridge will
these
make
aren't these aren't computers in reality. These are just charts that they have.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Bridge will definitely take a mental note of those maps, and then just be able to tell him that they're up here when he goes back down.
All right. Let's just say, besides that, you don't really find anything else besides the numerous amounts of bodies scattered across. Scattered across the upper floor.
And I'm guessing pretty much the bodies that are left that aren't dust are just bones because of the whole supernova thing.
Yep. These were the people that were most likely who were just inside the library when it happened.
Hmm.
So you do notice the one in the room below you seemingly was listening to some kind of radio as it was happening. Whether out of just acceptance of, well, I can't really change it, or...
Going out on some good tunes, man.
Yeah, whether it's that or naivete, you don't know. Alright.
Yeah, Bridge will definitely go back downstairs and point out to... Well, I guess the only one we can actually communicate with.
Do it.
No, that was just me stretching.
Oh.
Sorry.
Real quick, just so we have it covered. Tony elected to stay behind with the ship with Commander Funkytown, just so that they can make sure it's alright.
Makes sense.
Oh, if we find the commander disassembled and Tony Eden.
Considering he can speak with Dala, he'll tell her about the charts upstairs.
Wow. This place is amazing. Wow.
Were those oddly large spider webs actual noticeable things?
You notice that they're probably just spider webs that have been built up over the centuries.
Okay, so they're not actually
Right.
giant spider
No.
webs. Good.
No, it seems more small spiders that have just really worked on them.
I didn't think you of all people would do that, so...
I have actual, real life spiders I have issues with. Anything game-wise or anything, I have no issue.
You heard him, AJ. Get the spider dragon.
All right.
I will face the spider dragon. I don't care.
CR12.
Okay, well
fight the
that's
spider
the
dragon later.
difference. Like the CR is the thing that scares me, not the spider.
We'll deal with the spider dragon
yeah.
later then.
Dolly kind of walks up here with the two other people, and they're like, "Wow, you have to admit they were able to build quite the magnificent structure. Anyone find anything interesting?" I guess not. All right.
Tindy raises a hand and says, "There's something of use here, but I'm afraid only to Force users," and leaves the book lying open to the spot about wall running.
One touch and it turns to dust.
All right. Well, they'll probably send some people over here to grab that later. It'd be good for them to get to know that. You know, mountain, hilly areas, uneven terrain. Well, nice. Anyone else?
I only found the star charts upstairs.
Ooh. Have to check those out later. It's gotta be quite interesting. Probably nothing we don't have already documented, though. What about you, Hat Boy?
Just a couple
Yeah,
history books
boy.
up there.
Say again?
Just a couple of history books up there. Also, I'm a hat man.
Hush, Hat Boy. We're
Oh.
speaking for you.
Great, apologies. Anyway, tall, dark, and scary, what do you find?
I found a rock.
It's a nice rock.
Really?
Well, I try to be nice.
You never go anywhere evil. It's always good stuff.
Alright.
I got a history book. I got Star Charts. I got a rock.
Yeah, no, Raikon got a rock.
I think I will study here after we're done with this. For about a week, maybe. Huh. Alright, shall we continue?
Alright.
After you.
She will lead you up to the very top of the map through a large door.
There's something I'd like to keep an eye out for, not like actively look, just, keep an eye.
Okay.
Looking for a restricted section.
It sounds like that's where they're planning to go.
Bitchin'. We never learned what was in there. We never learned what
everyone
was
knows
in there.
it's that place you're gonna find the good shit.
Well, it's like, look, Anakin was always trying to get in there. We didn't even know it was in there.
We know very little.
No, like, even on
All right.
Coruscant, what was so great
Ooh.
about it? That he had to kill all those younglings.
Oh, this is pretty. A little overgrown, but I like it.
There's a body.
There's lots of bodies.
Bridge, you're in a crypt.
Well, let me look.
Unintentional
Over.
crypt, but yes.
Just get rid of the body. Spray some space Febreze on it. It'll be all good.
Looks like he died
Is
meditating.
that a puddle in the center of the floor?
The goo.
Or a
No.
rock.
Looks
Oh,
like the
so,
rock.
Micah, it's the Rick and Morty hole.
It's a hole. Doesn't lead down very deep. I mean, it goes down pretty deep, but I don't know what it's for.
Okay, Zim, go in there and face your worst fears.
Bridge will... I should have one of these, don't I? Yeah,
If
I have
anyone wants to
glow rod.
make a intelligence or nature check to determine what may have been here.
Alright.
Screw it, nature has a +1. 9.
Hmm.
Plus nature intelligence, I'd say.
19.
So 19.
I got jack of all trades.
Ooh,
Ooh, nat 20.
nat 20.
Good job.
Bridge, Zim, and Tindy, you all know that this looks like a spot where a tree was.
Oh.
Tindy, you feel the force remnants from this spot, like a force echo.
Mm-hmm.
That
Tindy lays their hand on the grass and reaches out with the force. I'll make a charisma check if I have to.
Wisdom for light, charisma for dark.
Wisdom. Okay. Oh, bugger. All right.
I'll take the first. I'll take the first roll
12
because
is-
you. I'll
Okay.
take the first roll for the 19.
Danke.
Yeah, you feel out with the force. As you do, you almost feel like you're taken back to that time. You look around you, you see a meditative monk-like Jedi kind of meditating in the seat where the skeleton was, just repeating to themselves, "I am one with the Force, and the Force is one with me." You see above you this beautiful green leaf tree with almost a white bark that seemed to radiate light side. As suddenly you flash back to the present.
You gotta get back
Yeah.
in time.
Tindy struggles not to just fall prone from the snap back to the present, gets to their feet and straightens out their robes.
Snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
I dropped my spaghetti.
Good lord.
Hey, you asked us to play. You knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, I know.
And plus, Broden, your players don't even drink.
I know. Alright. Yeah, but that is what you experience as you touch the ground, as you feel the strong amount of force through the echo.
Do the remains of the ex-monk, does he have anything on him, like a little prayer book or
It looks like all they
keys
had.
or anything like that?
It looks like all it has on the skeleton is the, like, falling apart robes of the monk.
Mhm.
In their hand is a small thing of beads, but it doesn't look. You don't get any force sense from it. It just looks like
Gotcha.
something they use to help them meditate.
Gotcha. Okay.
Space bong.
I relay what I saw in the past to Rykon.
You said the hole wasn't very deep?
It wasn't that deep, no. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Like, you can see the bottom.
Okay.
A tree used to be planted here. It thrived, and then it was gone.
Well, it looks like it may have gotten up and left.
That would be an optimistic assumption of what happened.
I mean,
I will stealth whisper this to Tindy.
Mm-hmm.
We've met a flying. We've already met a talking tree and a flying talking snake.
Fair.
I mean, these people already know that because Tindy told that story.
yeah.
Oh damn! I don't know how deep they went into it. Like, oh, by the way, trees can talk.
Yeah, Tindy pretty much did an entire performance check to tell the tale to the village.
By the way, trees will just jump you.
Yeah. Dolly will kind of pipe in and go, well, I mean, it's like I said, there was that one woman who turned into a tree, apparently. Jedi took lots of things when they came back here. Maybe they took her. Or it, or whatever you call a tree.
Done.
I don't know.
Silence.
But, still nice in here, even without it.
Are there windows at all, or is this in a completely enclosed area?
This is probably the only place in the library where you can look up and see the sky.
Okay. So this is an open area. It's not been growing in stagnant space for a long time then.
I mean, it's probably been growing for a very long time. Vines are, like, reaching up towards the top of the temple now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About how high is that opening to outside, would you say?
How high up?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's probably 40, 50 feet up.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, I'd imagine we're in... Dolly will say, I imagine we're in the gardens of Tala,
Does that have significance?
where the tree lady was. Good meditation spot.
Fair enough.
I mean, clearly your friend here got quite the, shock from it. But yeah,
Hey,
we can continue
bro.
on if you guys want.
What species did you say the Jedi Master was? Were they Kravaki?
The one that was meditating?
The one that turned into a tree.
Oh, let me look. Yeah, it was a Neti.
Oh no, I said Kravaki, so completely different. Okay.
Yeah, no, Neti Jedi Master Tala.
Okay.
Alright.
Trying to think. There's nothing I can think of to do right now.
Alright. So you guys are just kind of making your way through the temple, looking at everything.
Making our way downtown.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Sorry. I'm gonna kind of look over to our guide here, Dala.
Dolly?
Dolly,
Hello,
sorry.
Dolly.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
I can understand how we benefit necessarily from us being allowed to look through here and then, not getting attacked and whatnot. What exactly did y'all need help with for this, or was it just more extra hands to look around?
Oh,
So far, I'm not really
um,
seeing much of a point to it that
so
you needed our help with.
the main library we don't need your help with. It's below the library what we need help with. Jedi were, well, pretty heavily guarded their secrets. My studies show that Jedi would even put Rancor, before their vaults to keep you from getting in.
I look immediately over to Rykon.
Bottom line is, I don't know what's down there, and the more Force users, the better.
Jokingly. Oh well, let's find out. Pushes the 3 people down the hole.
You fall for a couple feet and then hit the bottom of the hole.
Oh no, I push them down the hole. Oh, cool. Go find out.
Yeah, like I
So
said though,
we're
we
going
don't...
into a mystery. Got it.
Yes, I mean, the last Jedi head archivist here, Rona, she was a bit of a riddle person.
Oh, we're in a funhouse dungeon.
Oh no.
So, yeah. You can probably understand why I want more minds with me. Who
Oh.
here's smart?
We are quite literally a living computer.
And that could be really useful.
I know a lot of things about certain things. I'm going to say that right now.
Same.
Tindy says, I'm smart enough to know when to keep my mouth shut.
That's also useful. Well, I think just up ahead is the entrance to the, catacombs or sublayer or whatever we want to call them. It's where we want to go.
Yeah,
Over the
Tindy-
hole.
Tindy takes off for it. I'm imagining a wide shot that is mostly the hole, and Tindy and the others walking around it to get away from it.
Yeah. You approach these 2 large doors as you kind of push them open. Let's see which room. So you kind of get here. You see the large desk of what would most likely be the Jedi archivist. Books are just all over the place. You see the body, what is most likely them, in the chair. A couple books opened around them, and the doors behind them slightly ajar.
Door is ajar.
No, AJ, the door is a door.
Tindy is going over for a closer look if we have the time.
Able to do whatever you want.
Investigate. That is a
Hot diggity
24.
daffodil.
You guys are hitting those natural 20s like crazy.
Mostly
We're gonna
Casey.
die later.
Yeah.
Only on investigation.
All right. You see a number of books opened around them. You're just kind of gathering the information. One to the left of you seems to be just kind of a list of the books that have been checked out of the library.
Mm-hmm.
Right here seems to be a personal journal of theirs.
Okay. Yeah, Tindy's gonna pore over that. And what is the book that is most central?
The book most central seems to be a kind of a notebook telling them, what they need to reset the password to. Like pretty much, it stops of I need to come up with a new answer for a new riddle for the archives downstairs. It actually does have the answer to the riddle in it, though. As it just says, a door.
Gotcha. Yeah, Tindy just smacks their lips and say, leave it to a librarian. Leave important information out. And gives a grateful nod to the skeleton and says, thanks for making it simple.
The skeleton does not respond.
Good.
All right.
So yeah, unless anyone objects, Tindy's gonna nudge open the doors and head in.
Well, I got their back, as I usually do.
Alright.
Okay.
Bridge was gonna start looking at the books, but seeing everybody go through the door.
No, take your time to look at the books, man.
You can. Tindy had to take their time going through that, so you can take a time to see what you find in the scattered books.
Yeah, Bridge would just kind of look through anything that looks probably like the least damaged from the stuff that's just scattered on the ground.
Alright, roll me an investigation. 23, gosh.
Nice.
Dang!
Give us your information.
You find only one book that seems to be in, like, enough to read it, in pristine condition enough. And as you kind of look at the table cover, it says, Dangers of the Dark Side, 101. As you kind of can flip through it, you see in one of the first chapters, one of the marks on it says, Notice of change of personality, prone to more violent actions.
Bridge is just gonna call out, "Hey, Rykon!
What?
How would you describe your personality, I don't know, when you were growing up?"
Confused.
You wouldn't say you were violent at all growing up?
Not really.
Good to know. As you just hear the closing of a book sound, like someone's just holding the book and they go, pop.
Not really. Remembers back a couple of days ago, he's like cutting down people.
He said growing up.
Yeah, that's the
True.
point. This is going into the dark side, you get violent.
You can get violent.
No,
It is a warning that you can lose yourself to the dark side.
No,
Yeah.
you see some wannabe vampire little shit bust down and destroyed my big plasma screen TV.
Took that personally.
So, there's actually something I'd like to look for, if I may.
Yeah.
This seems to be their bedroom. I'm gonna roam through their personal belongings. Maybe they buried a lightsaber before they died.
Okay. Roll
I
me
think
an
it was a bit of a
investigation.
surprise for their death.
Oh my god!
Are
What?
you okay?
Sorry. My dog Nimbus has been kind of laying on the floor. He just suddenly came up to my chair. And it's not a big chair. There's not much space for him to get up here. And he suddenly just jumped full on in the air and tried to land on my lap.
He's a lap
And
dog!
just smashed into very hurtful areas.
Nether regions.
Yes. Nimbus, I love you, but
Your
stop.
holocrons.
Yes.
Like kyber crystals.
Oh no!
God. 14.
What kind of crystals?
Either. Yeah, 14. I'm just rummaging.
Yeah. You don't seem to find a lightsaber among their items.
Damn.
You do seem to find some nice quills.
Damn, I was gonna give Zim his own and make him my apprentice. Hey, if Zim learns how to wield the magic stick, you don't need the Force to learn stick.
That is true. I mean, there are certain Force stances you can learn. There are some that do rely on the Force, though.
Yeah. Oh, you know, absolutely. But like, you could learn.
Like Form 1, he couldn't learn because that is literally relying on the Force.
Yeah. No, but he could learn stick.
Yeah, you could learn 2, 3.
Maybe not 4.
Not 4. That relies a lot on the
Yeah,
Force.
doing
So does
flippy
5.
doos.
6 would not be really useful. Really, 2 and 3 is what lightsaber wielders can learn, but there are good things to learn. No, you do not find a lightsaber in there. There is the stairways that seem to lead down into a very deep and dark subterranean.
Zim is gonna tell the others, like, if there's a rancor underneath there, you should probably start off by trying not to seem hostile. After all, rancor are very emotionally complex creatures.
They are, man.
They really are.
Tindy smirks. I'm great at not seeming hostile.
They really are.
Bridge just puts his book here on this counter as he starts catching up with everybody else.
All right. So I'm not gonna put them on the map, but they're always with you, just so you know.
Okay.
Dolly and her 2 companions. As you kind of all head down the stairs, you reach this. You are at the top.
Okay.
Ka-chow.
Do
You
the
see-
statues resemble any specific Jedi?
No, they just seem, but they are dressed to be like Jedi.
Gotcha. Yeah, Tindy's gonna make a cautious beeline for the book in the center of the room.
All right. On the book, as you kind of look down to it, written in the old Jedi text, so you can read this. It says, "As Jedi, we seek not power, but understanding. Through understanding, we gain the strength to overcome adversity, and through that adversity, we help nature our own desire for self-improvement. This is how we mature, and how we appropriately help others along their own journey. This is not our mission, but our purpose." And then underneath that says, it's just a riddle that says, "What furnishes you with both the strength as well as the ability to leverage walls?"
Tindy silently thinks to himself on like the first half of the reading and just can't help thinking the words, "And your purpose, it seems, was to die." And on the ladder just says aloud, hopefully loud enough for the statues to hear them, a door.
As you say it out loud, the doors below seem to creak open.
And we all fall through them.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the far side that's immediately visible?
No. The room actually looks pitch black.
Okay. Well, I mean, that seems like as good a setup as any. They're called lightsabers for a reason. Tindy's gonna snap on theirs and use it to cast illumination on their surroundings.
All right.
I just don't have dark vision.
You can activate your lightsaber.
I don't want to show these people.
Bridge will
enough.
just pop his light on.
Thank you, Bridge.
Oh, I do have dark vision. Oh well, yeah, but I'm not traveling alone.
Does Zim have dark
Yeah.
vision?
Yeah,
I will
no,
say
it's
this.
just me.
As you look
I
through
don't
the
have
No,
door,
I have dark
real quick.
vision.
As you look through the door, it is just pure black. Like even when you put the lightsaber up to it, it looks like a black wall.
Burden, can I pick up one of those rocks?
Yeah, you can pick up a rock.
Yeah.
It goes through the blackness here, like that, as it seems to. Fall
Okay,
on
so
some
there's
kind of
no
floor.
Tindy
landmines.
says, Tindy says to the others, "I'm going to attempt to enter and come back.
Hold
If
on.
I don't
Yes,
come back, it's
So
because
someone
I can't."
tie a space rope to them.
Bridge is gonna just shoot out his line and tell you to pick up the end of it.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah, just put it around your waist, and then the other two hold on to Bridge.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll give one tug on the rope if it's safe, and 2 tugs if there's danger. And Tindy disappears into the black.
Right. As you enter into the black, it seems like the wire stays attached.
Good.
As you walk back, it seems you come out.
How deep is the darkness in there?
As soon as you pass through the door, I will put you guys on the map of what you see.
All right. Yeah.
North or south?
You are entering from the north.
Okay.
It seems to be
Is it still imperceptibly dark in here, or does that?
As soon as you pass the
barrier?
black, as soon as you pass what seems to be the black wall, you see the whole room. It's faintly
Okay.
lit.
Then I give just a single tug on the cord to let them know it's safe.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
do- And I will say, you don't hear anything
Okay.
when they shout that.
You guys think sending them in there with a line is like some sort of morbid fishing?
Probably.
Depends on what we pull back.
Hopefully a friend.
And a big fish.
Zim,
Tindy,
follow the line in. See what you see.
Tindy continues to press in and looks over their shoulder after tugging on the rope once. Have they come in to follow?
Bridge was telling Zim to basically follow the line in and see, because they didn't, because Tindy didn't respond whenever we called out to him. So Bridge is sending Zim in as he goes.
Okay, I can see. I have dark vision airways.
Well, no, this is just darkness.
No, so
with
only at the
the
door
room
is the
visible.
darkness.
Yeah, Mike, it's like a veil from JJK.
Yeah. As soon as you go past it, this room is dimly lit. It has a small, faint blue light.
With the room actually visible, Tindy's gonna pocket their lightsaber.
Alright. So in this room, you see smooth reflective walls that glow with a faint blue light. In the middle of the room is a small holocron-like object that looks like it could be separated and put back together in different shapes. In front of that is a door with a strange hole carved out of it.
Tindy, unless anyone objects, Tindy is going to approach the holocron-like device and try to touch it with the force.
Right. You're able to slightly lift it with the force. As
Am I
soon
able
as
to assemble it? Sorry.
it does seem to be able to break apart and assemble in different ways. As soon as you touch it with the force, though, the door behind you does vanish.
Vanish, not just seal. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Gone. As the object is now in your hand. Or not in your hand,
How
but
big
up
is it?
levitated. It's about a holocron size.
So, like a Rubik's Cube or so?
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay. Does it look like is there information visible on it? Is it projecting anything?
Nope. It looks like it can just be changed shapes.
Okay. In that case, using, I guess, technology, Tindy's gonna try and configure it into something that's responsive.
Right.
And do very badly, rolling a 7.
As you start changing the form of the holocron-like object, the room starts to glow a little bit more. Rykon,
Yes, sir.
as you are standing next to the wall, You glance back at it as you see your reflection,
Okay.
as it suddenly smiles at you.
Through the breathing mask.
Yep. As another icon comes out of the wall.
What the heck?
God damn it, are we fighting our own inner demons?
This is
As
getting out of
it-
hand. Now there's two of them.
Pulls out a double-sided lightsaber and ignites it.
Bridge will immediately call out, guys!
Oh! So that's how they're help guarding it. We may want to solve this one quick.
Tindy releases the holocron and draws but does not activate their saber.
Alright. I'm going to have to ask for those who are going to fight their icon or try to solve the puzzle to roll initiative.
I mean,
I'm gonna go on turn order, but there's something I want to test before I start hitting people.
Alright.
Does Casey remember?
I
Gonna
am speed.
They don't. Remember, click your
Initiative is
token
right
when
there.
the red, green, and blue circles pop up, then you roll initiative.
Michael, why couldn't you be speed when you're fucking racing?
Just as here you go. Now we just correct that to an 11.
Alright. Dolly's gonna roll initiative. Ooh. And then her two compatriots are gonna roll initiative. They'll go on the same turn. That's fine. Alright. Descending, and
What about
you...
its turn order?
I'm gonna add it to the thing.
It goes when you do.
Oh, does it? That'd be neat.
No,
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of rad.
Thank you, Bridge.
Hey, DMs, we
Evil
gotta
Icon
work
and
together
Icon have the
sometimes.
same-
I start to do a little dance and see if it mimics me.
Why do you have two, Bridge?
I shouldn't.
What was your roll? 21?
Yeah, it's 21.
Yeah,
Alright, we'll
do you
do
see
that
another
then.
one.
Yeah, on the turn order for me, he's only got one.
There's an
There was two.
investigation
There was
up
two there for me. Oh, there is a second icon. Oh well, they're going on the same turn.
Ah, I got deleted too.
How did
Bro,
you get deleted?
You're seeing double, man. It's not actually there.
Okay, well I need to be able to.
I got the same roll. Hell yeah.
Consistency.
Broden, I'll help you here because there's not doubles. Your thing's glitching.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit descending again. Got it. Let me just change the music. Alright. It is the top of the rounds. Bridge, you are seeing doubles. There's two Rycons. One has just lit his saber.
Welcome
Oh,
to hell.
dear
I turn to Bridge. Welcome to hell.
What the heck?
I side with my double.
Who the heck is shooting off fireworks? Not sure if
Clone
that's getting picked up
Rycon
on-
just slowly whistles. The
I'm not sure.
Ryclone.
I'm not sure if that's getting caught on the mic or not. I apologize if it is.
It's not.
Scared the heck out of me. Did I see this thing walk out of the wall?
Yes. I would say you were close enough to definitely see this thing walk out of the wall.
Okay, can I... Would it cost me an action or anything to just kind of look around to see if any other reflections are being wacky?
You can. It would use your action, but you can see if there's any other reflections that seem to be starting to make their way out, or looking like they're about to make their way out.
I feel like that'd be important information, so I'm gonna do that if I can.
All right.
You want a perception check?
Yep.
5. Why?
It's a little distracting. There are two Rycons. Oh, that's a lot taken.
Okay, well then with my bonus action, I'll give my Rycon opponent aptitude.
All right. That you do. It's their turn. They're unsure what's going on, they're gonna come over to the puzzle in hopes to help solve this.
Which one do I shoot?
The droid.
Not
he
really
doesn't die.
understanding what to do though, as Dolly's just gonna look at them and go, I don't know, fit it to the door, all right? Make it to the shape of that hole, right?
Maybe?
That's all I got.
Is that something that can be done?
It definitely looks like it could be changed the shape into something that would fit into the hole.
Okay. I didn't hear there was.
Oh, okay. So I must have cut out then or something.
Hole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is a hole in the door in a particular shape.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we need to configure the key then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, when it's okay, I'll wait till my turn.
All right. With that, they're going to roll intelligence checks to help try to solve this.
Mm-hmm.
They're not very smart though.
Hmm.
First one, 8. As he's trying to like Rubik's cube it really fast, but it's just seeming to get more tangled and jammed. Second one's gonna go for it. 16, taking out the other one's hand, he starts getting it more into the shape, but it looks like it's gonna take a minute. And that's gonna be their turns. Zim, you're up. You two are seeing
Alright.
double.
I'm
What
gonna
about
mark
Cindy?
the
Cindy's
mirror
got an 11.
Rykon as the Ranger's
Oh,
glory.
wait, sorry, I have on my thing,
Yeah,
it says he has
listen,
an 18.
It goes. Yeah, no. It's gonna go bridge, NPCs, Indy, Rykons is Zim, then whoever the blank silhouette.
Someone
is.
type it in the chat for me real quick. Just so I can
will
like...
Discord it to you.
Alright.
So right now it is Tindy's turn.
NPCs, Tindy, and then I think Zim?
No.
Rykon?
NPCs, Tindy, me, Zim, silhouette, bridge.
Okay.
I'm just taking a picture, so just.
Alright, no, I got it. Okay. Yes, Tindy, it is your turn.
Okay. Seeing that they're trying to configure the holocron-esque cube into a shape to fit the door, Tindy is going to try and help and use intelligence to actually can I use insight to see if I can see what needs to be tweaked on the key to get it to
It would probably be
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
intelligence.
Inside the object.
there. I'm getting different things from different people. I'll hit intelligence. Nope, no help. Okay.
Fortunately,
That was a waste of time.
you kind of started to use the force on it. It's not shaping like how you thought.
Okay. So yeah, Tindy's gonna use their movement in that case to get closer to the door and say to the others, "Come on, let's at least be ready with it in case we get it to work."
They kind of nod at you as you make your way over.
If... Seconds. So, they were here. We get as far as that. So 30 feet. Okay, yeah, they move their full 30 feet towards the door. And
All right.
Their turn.
Rykon.
Okay, so my suggestion for this is, since we're moving on the same initiative order, we rotate which one of us goes first.
That's fine. You can go first this time, but I need to know, are you using your lightsaber?
Nope, dodge action.
Okay.
Yep, dodge action. Easy there, sport. I know he has reach, so I can't leave a 10 feet radius.
That's true.
So I'm just gonna stand over here, unarmed, dodge action. I want to see if it works like I think it does.
He's going to take one step down, look at you and goes, Such hesitation. As he's going to with his long arms, reach over and start an attack on Bridge.
Don't you dare.
You just hear me scream, "It doesn't work like I think it does!"
As is gonna go. Is using Form 7, by the way.
Uh-oh. Micah, do you resist necrotic?
Does the 23 hit?
Does a 20? Yes.
For 7 damage plus.
Hey, if he spends that bonus action, that means he can't hit you twice.
That is true. 8 damage.
I am resistant to necrotic damage.
Still one damage.
One.
Yeah. What was my other thing? Vulnerable to ion damage. Okay. So no, it's ion damage. Yeah, 8 damages. It do some damage. It do some damage.
Yep. As it just gives you a I would say a sickening grin, but it has the mask, so it doesn't. I mean, it does, but you don't see it. As Zim, you're up.
I feel like I know how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna do a tracer bolt anyways.
Okay. Eight is not gonna hit. As the duplicate Rykon just flicks their wrists as the bolt flies off a different direction.
Oh, got nothing else now.
All right, is your turn?
Yeah, and my turn.
Okay. Dolly's turn. Dolly takes a look at this and goes, that's not good. Try to find her abilities. Didn't put it on, so we're just gonna act like she doesn't have them right now. She's gonna pull out her blaster pistol from her side and she's gonna take a shot.
Poor choice, sweetie.
As it has the duplicate Rykon once again just flips the blade around, reflects it off to the side.
Bridge, you can't beat me, that's the point.
Alright. Bridge, it is your turn though.
Interesting.
Rykon just hit you. How rude.
And I'll do it again.
He will.
That's what you think, Sonny Jim.
No other me, he's the car keys.
I'm gonna hit him with a spectrum ray of I'll hit him with a spectrum ray of cold.
Okay.
Chow, 17.
Is that your armor class, Rykon?
No. Good luck,
That will
kids.
miss.
Broden, I'm just gonna message you what they have to beat.
Oh, I pulled up your character sheet. Don't worry, I see it now.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna use my my rapid reconstruction to bonus action heal myself.
Okay.
With a hit die. Because I feel like I'm gonna need it.
Hey, that I think healed you full.
Yeah, that does heal me to full. But that's for my turn, because I will rotate this way, still within reach.
Alright.
But yeah, that is my turn now.
Alright. The NPC's turn. They're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're gonna both use their things to try to solve the puzzle. First one. Nope. Second one. Nope. They ain't smart boys. as they both are kind of looking back towards the fight and kind of looking at each other like, That's their turn. Tindy.
Okay. Tindy's going to reach out a hand towards the duplicate Rykon and say to the two people next to them, you wanted to see the Force in action. Here is your chance. And I'm going to use Force Project. The duplicate is well under 120 feet away. He's only about 70.
Yeah.
And I'm going to focus all 3 piles of debris, convenient or otherwise, at him, and focus all 3 on duplicate Rykon.
All right. So there's only one piece of debris in here, but it's just gonna go and hit him 3 times.
Gotcha.
Good.
Okay.
Magic missile is actually the
3
smartest
times
way
as
that you
hard.
can do this.
Yeah. So I believe it's 3d4 plus.
Yeah,
3?
plus 1 force
Plus
damage to its target.
Magic missile.
Alright. Oh, come on. Do your job. Okay, now the roller doesn't look like it used to.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, I was on the wrong tab.
Not bad.
So, 8 plus 1.
9 damage.
Yeah.
9 damage. The fall.
Fake con.
And-
If he, Roden, does he share my HP, or can I not know? Or am I not allowed to know?
You're not allowed to know.
Okay.
And since there's still plenty of room, Tindy's going to continue their trek towards the south door. The rest of the 30 feet they can reach that direction.
All right. It is now Rykon's turn, but this Rykon starts this time.
Yep.
As
Ryclone.
he is going to dig deep into themselves.
Yeah, I get to watch him use my characters.
I do.
So
do.
yeah, all the attacks are actually on the main page.
He's going to turn towards Rykon, the original, and
What the hell? We were cool.
I know what will work. He's going to use Wound on you as it reaches out its hand.
Okay, like I said, here I'll just roll it for you. But because I'm still dodging, it's not the start of my turn yet. Still disadvantage.
All right, let me just.
12 or 20. He gets the 12.
All right, so it misses.
Yeah, as it misses. No.
His
No.
bonus action, he's going to turn towards the wall. Get out here! As emerging from the wall is another bridge.
Now, wait a
Mine,
second.
mine,
I don't have...
mine.
Wait a second. I don't have a soul. How the heck's this gonna work?
Doesn't matter about souls, it matters about reflection.
Damn it,
As far as
Bryce,
I
why
know,
are-
none of you are vampires.
I'll say, Bryce,
Well-
why are you not a vampire?
Zim, you're up.
I didn't get a turn. What the shit?
Oh, sorry. Other icon, you're up.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're the other icon
Yeah,
now.
not other Rykon.
Rykon 1, you're up.
Rykon Prime.
Yeah.
Advance this way. Ignite his lightsaber. Mine.
You should have been waiting to do this for years, but couldn't
He's
say
been
it.
giving me so much sass. Double red necro blade.
You have better
So,
options.
Patriots
No,
on
you
EXE.
fool.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
So he'll
no.
get hit. Oh my god.
Thank
Okay.
God, bonus action. Now, let's say the bonus action is I do not add proficiency bonus, so we're going to subtract 2 from this. 12 again. Never mind.
That would hit me.
Well, no, it's 12. Subtract 2.
Oh. Right.
No, so the way the
reverse
offhand
bonus
attack, the way the offhand attack works with staff is I add my modifier to damage, not hit.
Hmm.
Now
Wait, I'm
it's other.
confused. Did you cast wound on him, or did you
No,
use the
you
lightsaber?
casted wound on me.
Oh, right. That's why there's 2. So you got a
'cause
12 and a 14.
Yeah, you hit the spell. All the attack rolls are on the core sheet.
All right. So 12 was your first attack. 14 was your bonus
Second
action.
attack, and it misses.
Okay. So both missed.
Yeah, that's action, bonus action are both 12s.
Okay.
So now it's other icon.
As you're not sure how it does it, but the other bridge pulls out its little knife and just starts parrying the saber. All right. I
was
believe
Zim.
it is Zim's turn now.
I'm gonna mark mirror icon as my hunter's quarry, then do a blast attack.
Quick, start shooting the mirrors on the walls.
All right.
Actually, that'd be a good
22.
gimmick for a
22
fight.
hits.
6.
6.
That's a D4. 10.
You're lucky with that D4. As Rykon, you look over just to see yourself fall into dust as it gets
cool.
sniped in the head by your
cool.
companion.
It does share my HP.
And
Yep.
I don't think I have any other bonus action.
All right.
You can move your hunter's mark.
True, I can't do that, so I'll move over to mirror bridge.
All right. Dolly is up. Seeing that you guys have gotten rid of that pretty well, gonna go dash over to Tindy. Yeah, she's gonna dash over to the door and wait for Tindy. But I believe can still take a shot with her pistol. So he's 115 feet. Let me just double check. Oh, we had disadvantage. 8. As it just reflects off of your other droid now, shiny surface. And that's her turn. Back up to bridge. 1 and 2. First
Do I
bridge, you go.
first?
Yes.
Okay. I know my own weaknesses. Too bad I don't have anything to exploit my own weaknesses.
I do.
I'm sure you do. Do I have a way of doing ion? I don't think so. That's right, I didn't grab any of the grenades, so... I guess I'll just shoot a spectrum ray at myself with lightning.
Alright.
And I miss myself.
You do. As it kind of just does a little flip out of the way. You're not sure how.
AJ, don't forget you still have a potent aptitude. You haven't used it yet, right?
No, I have not.
You've got a D4 you can use.
Well, oops.
Yeah. I will then proceed to back up. Just kick it in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As that's my
Damn.
turn.
It was about to do something.
Good for it. It can go jump in a lake.
It looks over to you, or Icon, is just gonna shoot a tri-shot at you.
Hey, that's how you do it.
Deck save, boy.
Denied.
Alright. Is it save or suck?
Yeah.
Alright.
It is cantrip, so.
Right, you don't have any first level abilities that do
Nope.
damage. Alright.
Double stick.
As it is just going to go here.
Aye.
As you just hear it go. It's a bonus action.
It gives me a potent aptitude.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's probably pulling someone else out. Yep.
Anyone else? I'm so scared that Mir Hishta's gonna walk in.
He's been invisible this whole
Surrender!
time.
It hasn't drawn on people from your memories yet.
Yeah, I know. What
You
it
do what
does,
now?
that's we surrender, right?
Well, considering he would be of higher level, probably.
That's its turn. As these two are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one's pretty much going to do the same. Going to back you up, Zim. As that is their turn. Stindy.
Yeah. So hopefully they're not carrying the cube with them. These guys are still in range. Tindy is going to use the same force project on the bridge that fired at Rykon to identify which one is the baddie.
All right.
And there's going to be the D4 again. Stand by. So that's 3 and 4 and 1 is 8 again, plus 1 force damage is 9.
All right. That's 9 on the. I believe you said the opposite bridge.
Yeah, faux bridge.
All right. As bridge, you see what would be technically your body in many ways. Just get pelted pretty badly.
This
Yeah,
is just a mechanics
so
question. This is effectively Star Wars magic missile, right?
Yes.
Would shield have stopped that?
Yes. Do you have shield?
He can cast shield.
I do have shield.
And it's going to use shield. It's going to use energy shield. So, the way shield works, for those who don't know, is if a magic missile were to hit it, the magic missiles just fizzle out. And it is the same way it works in this game. So, it is going to use one of its things and not get hit by the rock.
Ooh.
And its AC is currently
All right,
higher
in
now.
that case, yeah, Tindy's gonna stay where they are and move laterally to this spot, so that they can still be in range, but close enough to Dolly that they can hopefully help with the cube if Dolly gets more fortunate with it in the future.
Yep. Alright. That leaves now to Rykon.
Yep. So,
The one and only.
yeah, like I said, I am unbeatable. Since this is a cantrip, I'm gonna just try to break down the circuits a little. Has Mirror Bridge actually been successfully hurt at all?
No.
Okay. So, ignore the second damage on this one, okay?
Alright.
Wisdom save, you're taking 1! Damn!
Is it a save or suck?
Yeah, it's cantrip.
Alright. As it still takes no damage.
Well, knowing this can't do anything, I kick it and stub my own toe.
Okay. Zim, it is your turn. You see you, staring you down, ready to draw his pistol.
Well, Zim's just gonna say, there's a saint on my planet, and then just charges in with the double sword.
Yeah, what's that? Oh god.
There is a saying, that is all. Well, Jeff, do you hit?
Yeah, that will hit.
A 19 will hit. 11. And now I can actually do a bonus action by using the other end.
You see, what we should have done is all of them come out. We start the
That
fight
will
off.
hit.
And a
Ourselves.
16 hits. 21.
You see your compatriot run up towards his other self, and with precision, one right through the stomach, and the other takes off the head as it turns immediately to dust.
Does
And
that
plus
make you
anyone,
strong
not
or
even
weak?
yourself. It makes me prepared, Bridge.
It makes it so that it doesn't get a turn.
Hey, Batman had a contingency for Batman.
And
Well,
with that, I end my turn.
Dolly's
Batman's
gonna-
mind, Batman.
Come up over here, grab the cube from you, Tindy. It's going to do an intelligence check to start solving it more. I have so many character sheets up right now. Let's see. This. She is going through it. He's like, all right, a little bit more time. You're doing real good, especially that one with the hat. Nice one. As that's gonna be her turn. Bridge. Your dupe's turn.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they go first this time.
As in horror, Prime Bridge, you see a little flap
Oh no.
rise.
It has one too. Run!
That's a single rocket.
Beep, beep. As I am going to need Zim and the two guys next to him to make a saving throw.
Let's save.
Yeah.
DC 14, let's go.
23.
Darn shame about that one.
The other guy.
I would find it so funny if that spends Micah's rocket.
14 makes it. And then the next one, 4. So this one that I'm going to mark with a blue is going to take full, as he is just engulfed in flames. The rest of you take half.
Yeah.
So,
Like 9.
yeah. And that's going to be its turn as it just let loose a rocket.
Darn shame about that.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Anyways,
Micah, imagine if that spent your rocket.
I'd be upset about that.
Zim
You
will,
see, if
Zim
you
will
hadn't-
just
Sorry.
Zim will just yell, "Damn it, Bridge! You're doing a better job killing me than me."
if Rykon hadn't killed his duplicate, I was going to use my rocket on myself and his.
I don't think I did.
As you hear it once again.
I'm essentially out here. I'm harmless, homie.
As a second Tindy comes out.
Rykon holds no particular
marvelous.
grudge here.
As yeah, that is going to be
I would like to.
its turn. Your turn, Prime Bridge.
Anyways. I am going to cast the Tri-Shot on myself and Tindies.
Okay. So it's a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, DC 14, and it's going to be D6s, so...
One moment.
Un momento, por favor.
Alright. Tindies. 11.
It's all
Yours?
4
6.
damage. Takes all 4 damage.
Alright.
All 4 of it.
Yeah, hey, that's 8 damage in total between both of them.
That is true, and it is, and that means that that bridge is finally wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Let me just check something.
Say guidance is not
Okay.
applicable in combat.
I mean,
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. That was. I was
Okay,
just
no, I
checking
thought
the
that was
stats, not
Broden
my move.
controlling anti-Tindy.
No. Alright. That is good to know. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, it is the NPC's turn, and they are not happy with what just happened.
Understandable.
You see this one pull out, not that,
An essay.
the bow. That is the force push / pull, and is going to take a shot. 16. Does that hit, Bridge?
It hits. Does it hit me?
Not you, but you know. What is your armor class?
14 unless it decides to use shield again.
It's not going to. For 3. Is okay. Does that. And the big guy that came with you, the chief, is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to ignite his blue lightsaber. Raikon, now that you're close up to it, you can see the sides that were, like these things that were going up, like out and up near the top.
Yeah.
Suddenly flick to the side as it becomes the crossguard lightsaber. It's massive though.
It's so impractical. His wrists.
It's yeah, I know. It's a much larger blade, and it looks like it's somehow heavy as he slams it down onto this other bridge.
Quick,
Why is
Jojo, stomp him.
Yeah. Ooh. But misses.
It's fine. I'll fix this.
And that's gonna be their turn.
So
Tindy.
Who goes first? Regular Tindy or false Tindy?
Regular Tindy for the first time.
Okay.
Okay, so Tindy is going to try something different and use their intelligence to try and sort out the answer to the cube.
14.
14?
That does get you somewhere. The cube is getting very close.
Is the doorway reacting at all to us getting closer? Is anything glowing differently or anything like that?
Nope. It just looks like the shape of the object is starting to get more like the door.
Gotcha. With the rest of their turn, they turn to Dolly and say, "This happens all the time. We'll get through this in one piece." And that's
Okay. She's looking nervous after the rocket was fired.
Don't worry, I only had the one. Unless it can restock.
In which
The
case,
other you
we'll harvest him.
is going to take a note out of your book.
Dear diary.
Is going to send. Let's see. Sorry to F them this entire time. They're gonna send, or they're gonna send, 2 your way, and 1 at you, Bridge, as they're gonna use project.
I'd rather not.
So Tindy, you will take. I believe the one goes for which one? The +1.
The +1 goes to each bolt. One
Oh.
bolt does 1d4 +1 damage. That's
Yeah.
how magic missile works.
So
anyways.
Tindy, you'll take 8 damage,
Ouch.
and Bridge, you will take 2.
Just a light tongue on the metal casing.
Yep. As they're going to go bonus action into form 3.
Oh, fun.
That's going to be their turn.
We have a bonus action? Wait,
That's how
Bonus
you
action?
they have a bonus action? Or do
No.
I also have a bonus action?
You do.
Everyone
has a bonus.
everyone has a bonus action. You can use your bonus action for stuff like switching lightsaber forms.
Gotcha. Okay.
Fine, it has been a month.
It has. I believe
I mean, I
that-
honestly have no idea who has a bonus action and who doesn't. It seems completely arbitrary.
Everyone.
It's not arbitrary. Technically, the rules as written are, unless you have an ability that states you have one, Nobody has one.
Yeah,
That's
we've
how
all of us
D&D5e
have
actually
one.
works. But the way the stances work gives you one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you will always have a bonus action. And with
So-
that bonus action, you can switch between your lightsaber forms because it's a bonus action.
Yes. Other than that, unless an ability specifically states it, no, nothing can be used for a bonus action. For example, Jeff and my double weapons, the double property means you can make a second attack with your bonus action. Yeah, does that make more sense?
Okay.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, well,
Rykon.
dear other Tindy, what awful thing shall I do?
Break his spirit, rend his body.
Well, I don't think Tindy has 25 HP. Fear!
Yeah. They are
This-
afraid of you.
Disadvantage whiz save. It's not like sleep, it's still safe.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Wisdom?
Wisdom with disadvantage because they have less than 25 HP.
Alright. 19.
Darn it.
It doesn't seem to do anything.
I look at Bridge, but I'm talking to Anti-Bridge. Well, I tried. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna sit here, because I said, unless I've attacked, I don't get to use the bonus action. Ooh, I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah. Zim.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna join in on the JoJo stomp.
Bridge over here. Just,
Since it's a +3 due to flanking, 15.
yeah. 15 will hit.
Rich is just back here taking a sip of tea. This is fine.
That's a 12.
As that bridge turns to dust.
Then 1, 2.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think I can make a bonus action on that one because it's not the same target. However, I won't say anything.
Okay. That leaves Dolly, and Dolly's gonna try for that last push. To get that puzzle solved. Oh, but it's not getting it. Alright, that's their turn. Bridge.
They have the device with them over here by this door, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna start making my way over here, seeing that they're having problem. I'm gonna dash with my blazing speed of 50 feet in an attempt to help them, but I had to dash, so that's my turn.
Okay.
Wait for me, I
NPCs.
got little legs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically flanking. They're going to use the big old saber again. 18. I believe that would hit Tindy. For 10 damage, turning them into dust. We need to. It's like, oh wait, no. It just kind of looks at you and it's like, like we gotta. Can't speak obviously, but it's trying to gesture to you like we gotta get out of here. It's gonna take one step this way. This one's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold its action to shoot if anything else comes out. Tindy, which would have been the opposite Tindy, so this means that another thing's gonna come out. As you see, coming out of the mirrors over
Bridge's
here
father. It's just Bridge with a bowler hat on.
is this person. Alright. Prime Tindy, what do you do?
Since I don't believe I can use the same skill twice back to back,
Why
or at
not?
least trying to do the same thing, well, because if you failed at it, you need to try something different.
Sure.
So Tindy's going to attempt sleight of hand, dexterously, to try and nudge the cube into the proper configuration.
Oh. Oh no, other Rykon should still be alive.
Oh?
That's a 12. It's not
well.
great,
Too
but
late
it's
now.
better than 10.
Yeah.
12 will not do it, though. And the cube not being just there.
Okay. That's their turn then.
Alright. That leaves Rykon.
For the
Rykon
Y,
Prime.
whenever you're about to about to take out immune, no, they get another turn because they have
Okay,
the
they have the
half-elf
orc thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I will spend 2 more force points. And I will cast on this man improved feedback.
Okay.
Feat save. I got mind whip.
Not very good at those. It was good enough.
Yeah, good enough. Half damage on a succeed.
On a succeed. Alright.
So we're gonna call that 4 or 5.
We'll call it 5.
Okay, well he takes 5. 5 psychic, and he does not have to run away from me. Which
All right.
coincidentally would make him go closer to Bridge.
That is your turn?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Zim.
He is just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hold action to Master Rifle at whoever comes out of that wall.
So now the one that's already come out, or just the next one that it does?
Oh, that one. Okay, that one. I didn't see
this
that
one
one.
has come out of the wall.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot that one.
Okay. Misses.
Okay.
Alright. Say your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Dolly is going to try yet again to finish the cube. 10. Gosh, damn. She is giving it her all, but it's just not working. Yeah, it's her turn. Bridge.
Okay.
Nah, not sure why I hit that.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move down here, and would I be able to give the help action by being right here?
Yeah, I would say you're close enough to be like, no, like this, like this.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna give them a potent aptitude so they can open the gosh darn door.
All right.
Haven't you
So-
people ever heard of?
Hmm?
Open
your
the
turn?
goddamn door.
Going to be the NPCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As they are going to get right up in their own face.
Which one do I shoot?
3, 4, 5,
Both.
6. Going to take a shot at the duplicate with the concussion bow. It hits, dealing 15 damage, blasting that guy. Yeah. The duplicate looks pretty hurt. That's going to be their turn. Tindy.
Quick, try performance.
Let us.
do
At this
interpretive.
point, I think the best thing they can do, having used the different things I can come up with.
Just try one again. You don't have to do something different.
Okay. Yeah, I was going with the philosophy of like, well, if you failed it one way, you can't just use that same way again.
Say it's more like if you're making the intelligence, it's are you in this moment able to like think of
A different
this
way to go
thing
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially in the heat of battle.
Yeah. In that case, they are just going to try and. Oh, that's a
21 will do it.
Exactly.
As you snap it into what you believe is the correct position. As a bonus action, you can hand it to somebody who can then put it in.
So they can't do it themselves because they've already used their action. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, since Dolly goes before them next, Tindy's going to hand it to Dolly and say, "Congratulations, you touched the first artifact."
Great! Let's not die. As...
You're about to say you snap it in half.
No.
Great. Fool.
Great! Wahaha! No. Alright, that makes it Raikon's turn.
Is purple or orange good?
Or, purple is good.
Okay. Well, I've been getting a little too complicated. We're gonna go with Aguaha 18. As my saber staff comes up and tries to
That will
impale
hit.
him. It's so impractical. 5 energy, and for my bonus action, an additional 3 necro.
Alright.
And that's movement action, bonus action. It's so impractical.
They're up, but they're very, very hurt. Zim!
Okay. Just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just shoots on the orange one.
Okay. Hits!
18. 6.
Blasting it away. And I'm gonna guess that's your turn?
Yep.
As Dolly's gonna take hers, come right over here, reach up, and slam that key in as the room starts to light up. The floor goes from a black to a nice white color. The walls no longer seem reflective as there's just a regular door in front of you. As you look back, you can see the other room. And I think that's where we're gonna leave it. Alright. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a month since we last did this, but hey, I think you guys did really good.
We got through the thing, and this is a great stopping point. A nice chapter break.
We got
A
through
nice
one
beat
thing.
break.
Yes, you got through one thing.
Who knows how many things we must go through now?
I do.
Indeed.
I hope everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, please follow us on Twitch. We live stream these every other Monday, typically every other Monday. With finals done, I should be able to do this with no issue. Especially since with all that time, I have so much like info on this planet. You guys could literally be here for quite a bit if you wanted. Yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. Please tune in next time. Check us out on YouTube. Give us a like and or subscription there. And yeah, choose your role carefully.